Hello and welcome to my first look ahead weekly video after the Easter recess, and I hope you've got a good weekend. Certainly the weather was up to it. We're back at Westminster now. It's going to be a really busy next couple of weeks, but because we're coming up to the end of the parliamentary term, we have the new parliamentary term which starts with the state opening of Parliament on the 10th of May, and there's still some contentious legislation which is what's called ping-ponging between the Lords and the Commons. So this week we're going to have late nights looking at some amendments still left over with the Building Safety Bill, the Nationality and Borders Bill, and that's been slightly complicated more by the Home Secretary's announcement about the Rwanda scheme for people coming across the Channel. We also have the Judicial Review and Courts Bill, so that's likely to go on perhaps into next week as well. A really important new piece of legislation which starts this Tuesday is the Online Safety Bill, and that is an important but complicated piece of legislation aimed particularly at keeping our kids safe online. But there's a balance between freedom of speech and also safety there. So there are going to be lots of debates late into the night about how we get that balance right, and I should be quite involved with that. Elsewhere this week we have got a debate on childhood cancer outcomes, which I'm going to try and go to if I can find the space in my diary, because many people have written to me about that. A debate on the recruitment and retention of foster carers. And then I've got a whole series of meetings this week. I've got a meeting with the NFU about the reforms post Brexit and how we make the most of those, and I should be reporting back to local farmers about that. I've had a meeting this morning with a constituent and the Disabilities Minister, Chloe Smith, with some practical suggestions about how we can do better for people with disabilities who rely on carers in particular. I've got a meeting later on with the refugee charity Safe Passage ahead of the Nationalities Bill. Then I've got a meeting with a group of Australian MPs to talk about energy and food security. Home Affairs Select Committee will be meeting again on Wednesday. We've got some witnesses from the Metropolitan Police post Cressida Dick. We haven't had her replacement appointed yet, and we're going to be very soon publishing a report on spiking, which is quite a hard-hitting and slightly alarming report as well, in the review we did at the beginning of this year. Then I've got meetings with Guide Dogs for the Blind. I've got meetings with Diabetes UK. I've got a meeting about nearshore trawling, which we've banned off the coast of Sussex, hence able to go ahead with the kelp farm. I've got a visit to a school to see youth work in practice at a local school in London. And I should be coming back to Sussex on Thursday evening. We've got the Worthing Scout and Guide Gang Show, and I gather there are tickets still available. It's on from Wednesday to Saturday if you want to go along to the Pavilion Theatre in Worthing. Always an uplifting and great fun event, and the singing, I think, has got a bit better since my days in shorts and wearing a woggle doing gang shows many decades ago. Then on Friday I've got a full day. I've got a meeting with the DWP and one of the local food banks. I'm visiting Shoreham Port for an update there. Then I am going to, gosh, what else am I doing? I've got the Health Minister, Gillian Keegan, coming to the constituency. We're going to visit the new site for the health centre, and then we're going to a new Red Balloon school site for people who've dropped out of school. A really interesting charity project I'm backing in Worthing. So she's coming to see that. And then Friday evening I'm appearing at North Lancing in their Mummers Play, which is a replacement for the Panto, which couldn't happen because of COVID back at Christmas. It's always great fun. And then Saturday there's a lot of Shakespeare going on in Shoreham, various events around St Mary's Church being put on, if you've got time to go and see those. And there's a big match for Shoreham Football Club later on that day. I'm going to be joining them. They've had a good season and hopefully they're going to be moving up. So really busy week at Westminster, lots going on in the constituency, but it's good to be back after the Easter recess.